it is gone. From the trending stories, it's gone. From the newspaper review segment, full of activities. And then Ambassador Sampi Yali came across, and then he gave us some of the news with respect to the June 4th. And then we got to know what actually happened at that time. Now, I'm so catch and says, I don't know your school need into who their course of Kakra, I will mind Ganem. Have a educational segment and so by the opposite of your church near Yenianom say, Papa and so, early childhood education also one side in Yakabi. Na afe ya duru baby a ye obotantim na nkasa na ha na ye the discussion segment enti ha no wo ka bi na ye so ya ka bi ne mom wo de no ye 0537 158 638 0537 158 638 ne mom share me on your various pages Maranatha TVGH Facebook Maranatha TVGH TikTok Maranatha TVGH YouTube you streaming live ho sabe kan yen afe at this point Mame Fana say kese mfama Silo Guest House, Ucraft Media, it's coming Bible College, and afi Glory Hill Academy, and Dr. Edu Eba Hospital. Umada Roma and everybody. So I'm feeling naya eba ye di. Omo etimi aso yasna ye di ebro. Discussion segment. And the June 4th, it started 1979. Na tabre no me pacho any dia muna ebia. Min nuanoma wo ne meye pene na ye wo yen nti ye ne no ye hu bi na ya ton sa fe ye papa mo mpanyimfo a abeno na se omo ani afi no mo wo my ganem wo mo hu die sie ene ye June 40 die ya ton sa dia from so mo bra meboa yen na ye ne nchiri ma ya ye hwe Maranatha TV anopai no ye ntimi nsua die emfa emfrim eti ye nante ko eye okofa bai ono and what they asafwa your friend of Maranatha Power Ministries International. Dr. Bishop Noble Francis Afotey Odai. Your corner say, and your boy Lupum. On also just say, no pay 1 year barbecue. Not for your dinkita home. It is not by MPP, it is not by this. The moment you perceive history, no, that the bay, yes, you bet me a kakaibi. Near who and maybe a drew ye ever the history of Ghana. Ye at all on my Ghana. I'm in calling China, I'm in common Papa. Papa, me patch more Quaba about Maranatha morning.
Thank you very much, Nana Sidu.
Boko. Will you be comfortable with the fluency of the language?
Mefrem. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, I'm sorry to say.
Adum. I'm sorry, dear. Ejani nine super. Yes, wakase. Obesina sorry. And the gates of hell cannot prevail against it. By His word.
Ahumachimi will say. Okay, my mean bisawe. Oda.
Yes, me that na. When in Bible say, "Upeda pebrea, combedu." Okay. So folding of arms. Okay. And then put your hands on your head. At the end of the day, your poverty will come like a robber. Okay. What you say? Hard work has built nations, and has built and smart work has built nations and. Factories and companies and businesses. It's our time. Very soon, man will expire. Why can't you use this life and use it wisely?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not paying me who said, how much 5 a.m. And why your point here, you didn't leave here early. Odai, Kakra, Reste, Kakra. How much now was them days of Elijah? This year so far, day 4 activities.
Well, the activities of the fasting is going well.
Okay.
We started with the church leadership on Saturday. That's 3rd June. Then yesterday, the whole church started. Okay. And Sunday was very great service that the man of God says, we shall end well. Okay. I believe it. Okay. This year, it does not matter the situations in Ghana. Okay. I believe, strongly speaking, we shall end well as a nation. Okay. Even though there are pockets of violence here and there. But by grace, we shall end well.
And you who did say Yamia Roma. Yesterday, at the Diasa country, Yamid Yabakasubium.
Definitely. That's why we are doing this. We are not just doing this fasting just for our personal breakthrough. But if you look at the period we are in, we must fast and pray for Ghana. That's the only nation we have. Okay. We don't have any other nation than Ghana.
Okay.
I've traveled a while. I've never been to many countries, but I've been to places like Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Togo, Benin. And I can tell you, Ghana is a good country.
Yeah, my way.
That must be prayed for. Ghana is a good country. And I also been to India, visit some few places in India, both villages and cities. Even though they are advancing than Ghana. But when you look at our environment, we are a blessed nation. We are just a blessed nation.
Okay. All right. So that was Bishop Dr. Noble Francis Afotey Odai Jr. Mepacho ono eno ye kofa by ewo Maranatha Power Ministries International. Ono eno the days of village nyame nam no so e dia ba enti eho ensembisa kakra na ye bisa. Na wose ye bompaye ama oman. Why the country Ghana, not individual?
We are praying for ourselves as well.
Okay.
Like this morning, somebody has just come from Sunyani
to join us.
He's in the church right now.
Okay.
Now, Ghana, if Ghana is on fire, like we are about to discuss.
Okay.
I was about 17, 18 years when I saw June 4.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, this must never happen again.
Okay.
But the direction we are going, we are inviting it.
All right.
So we must pray. Yes, we are inviting those things to come. And we must pray for God. Everything is showing. Everything is showing. Because what militates June 4th, right? Even though this time there is food. In those days there's no food.
Okay.
But the level of corruption we had. And today when you open the TVs, the radios, and the social media, you can see people have forgotten history.
Okay.
That is the fearful thing. That's why we are praying. People have just forgotten history that these things invited the bloodshed we witnessed in June 4th.
Okay.
I was living in Teshi.
Okay. At that time?
Yes. Okay. And I can hear the sounds of the bombs. I can hear. Boom, boom. We can hear it. We can hear the soldiers firing. We can hear and we can see. We are hearing people being killed at that time. And no Ghanaian will ever forget that history.
No Ghanaians should ever forget that history. After Bishop Noble Francis Afotey Odai, and when started, but you way I saw him come on a minute kakra said the bear ye bit me who eradiano nyama. Name enam nakwaso at the amount of my Ghana. Now, before we proceed, to survive in Tesh Nungwa is a battle you need to fight. You've become a successor. How were you able to do it?
Like the word you use, fight. Paul told Timothy, 1 Timothy 1:18, in come share somewhere what was shown in tea.
Okay.
Because of the prophecy, anyone born of God, there's a prophetic destiny on your life. Sometimes you prophetic destiny that may pray who can you mess to me wom. It will pray what I am. It will pray where you chemu. It will pray when Yamia sem come. It is saying Yami a come share our car our tronomo. Woo no da is awara. I come from a family, an environment that I must not succeed. But like you asked from the beginning, why I don't sleep? The Bible says, when men sleep, another enemy, Matthew 13, came to the same field and began to sow tares. And when you yada, na you fear one. Bosh say Yamia saying, or come say Yamia saying, and when you midday, the friend comes and Elijah or tea, say subeto, or who ye, or ye then, or Odai, of free popo, or bomb pie. Until Yamin comes so swa. Why do you sleep? For you to die, that the prophets will not come to pass. And beyond that, the devil and his forces are wishing us to fail. Uma, Mawaria, Wankasa, and when they say Oda, Nisabekau,
It's Bishop Noble Francis Afotey Odai. Everything about this man is about the word of God. He doesn't believe in a powder. Everything is about the word of God. It's the Bible what come in the Bible now. Na afi or afi. May I share video na me fanche papa na afi yeba ya judgment June 4th. What actually transpired in Ghana?
Would do a thorough job of eradicating corrupt the fabric of our society. I've come to the studio today to brief you on the latest state of the revolution and to share with you our thoughts on the future of our dear nation. I do this in the conviction that there can be no revolution unless the people, all of us, really understand what it is all about, and springing from that understanding, genuinely commit our support to it. Let me remind you again of the stated aim of the revolution. The action taken by the junior officers and other ranks of the Ghana Armed Forces was motivated by a desire to bring justice, social, economic, and political, to all citizens of Ghana. After 7 years in office, the army was going back to barracks without any steps having been taken to punish those who had tarnished the name of the armed forces. This situation posed a threat to the continued existence of the armed forces and the stability of the country, hence the spontaneous action of June 4th to preempt a coup immediately after handover to a civilian administration. We have all heard from every political party say how corrupt the country has become. But from past experience, we know that none of them would do a thorough job of eradicating corruption once they came into office. Since the future belongs to the young, it was felt that we must safeguard the supreme national interest and bring social justice into the body politic. The main purpose of the exercise is to ensure that the gap between the haves and the have-nots, the rich and poor, is bridged. This is a limited objective which would help the incoming administration to take all necessary long-term measures for bringing stability to the nation. I know that there are many Ghanaians and many friends of Ghana abroad who have been distressed by some recent developments. We have also been made aware of the depth of feeling, both at home and abroad, about the turn of events in Ghana. Ghana has had a long tradition of tolerance and respect for the rule of law and internationally accepted principles of justice. The fear, both within and outside Ghana, is that we may now be abandoning this tradition in favor of some arbitrary conception of instant justice. This fear, though understandable, is not well founded, as a better appreciation of the circumstances will reveal. Let me tell you in simple language. The people of Ghana have been able to endure because they allow a buildup of anger to such an extent that when the bubble finally bursts, there can hardly be a way of containment. Countrymen and nation was real. If we had not acted the way we did, the nation could have faced total disintegration. In the circumstances, we have exacted the supreme price in the conviction that it was the only way to save the situation and to leave a lasting legacy for Ghanaians yet unborn, and that when one attains the highest office of state, one should learn to serve the people and not lord it over them, and be prepared at all times that Ghana will not abandon her traditions of respect for the rule of law and the principles of justice. We have not abandoned and will not abandon our respect for human rights, and we are fully aware of our obligations, properties confiscated. The fears entertained that properties once confiscated would revert to the dispossessed are no longer valid. Constitution. The tough methods that the revolutionary forces are using and will continue to use in grappling with the situation, seeds of discord and create disaffection for the businessmen who may be using their influence and wealth, and even some support activities constitute a challenge of threat to the security of the country. readiness. In this connection, the Armed Forces Revolutionary Council wishes to issue a serious warning to all those who may wish to take the law into their own hands. Still at its command. Fellow countrymen, through the year rises down to more of our concern. We of the armed forces and the police need to feel that they wear this as a pledge when we decide aspects of the house cleaning act. This is aimed at ensuring you may be. Our nation is past. While we seek has this protection will, however, not be extended to foreign nationals who insult the dignity of the Ghanaian. Foreign nationals who treat their Ghanaian workers with
June
contempt.
4th celebration, no revolution, no course or my Ghana, no, and no, and I, Papa, June 4th, at that time, where were you?
I was in technical school at Roteco. Accra, Nungwa, so we don't have money. I always have to walk from Teshi to Nungwa. Nungwa to Teshi. I was in Koskwa. So we witnessed the June 4th in like a film show. But we were not in Burma camp, but because we were close, Teshi camp.
Okay.
And when you look at the way the soldiers came to town, you can clearly see June 4th was not a coup. It was a revolt.
Yes.
Yes. Like when people are tired, you don't give them chance. You hold their nose.
Okay.
You hold their mouth.
Okay. Suffocate them.
Where would they breathe from? That was the situation. So June 4th was not actually a coup, but a revolt. And it started from May, to May 15th, when Rawlings staged that revolt and he was arrested. One thing I like about him, even though I don't like everything that went on, but on his trial, he said all the men must be left alone. He was responsible.
But you need not to know.
Yes. He says he was responsible. That make the young soldiers believe in him more. So he was not just taking a coup to overthrow another military government. But by then Ghana has got to a place that the rich was getting richer and the poor was getting poorer. To the point that it's difficult to even get normal milk, normal sugar. Today we have them on the market. But the situation is almost the same. To the point that they felt there must be a change. Now, that brought June 4th. I'm not connected to the military. I was 17 years. Yes. But I can, 17, 18. But I can see at that age what really happened. And then we can also see when the students and the professionals are crying for the blood. They were singing, let the blood flow.
Wow.
I'm telling you. So when I see what is happening now, I beg God that those who have forgotten history to be reminded that this must never happen in Ghana again. They look as if we have forgotten so soon. And I can tell you, the soldiers that were killed, some of them don't deserve to die. Some of them don't deserve to die. Some of them were so fine gentlemen. They like, let the blood flow. So others who don't deserve to die, we also put on firing squad. Tashi. Even somebody who have retired many years ago, like Afrifa, was brought and was killed. So what is happening in Ghana, and we have never learned from our history. And I said, I'm in my private closet, I cry. Because this must never happen again. But look as if we are inviting it.
At that time, Now secondary school akwala uko school. Now uhu sa adie no. Now maame mo we, papa mo we.
Obi a shedem.
Untimbie.
Baby. Bomb being blast everywhere.
Bomb.
I'm telling you. Gun flying everywhere. What we witnessed in Accra, especially those of us who are close to the barracks. And I'm just wondering why people are playing with fire. Sometimes I just can't understand the way Ghanaian think. Like today, if you open TV3, they say scandal. If you open this, they say corruption. I ask myself, why have we forgotten so soon? Because you see, spiritually speaking, when people are suffering, their cry will cause God to raise a savior. It is in the Bible.
Yes, to salvage the country.
To salvage the country. And it's very strange that we just 45 years, we have forgotten. Rollins must be killed by 4th June. Demboachija and the rest, I think Akatapori and some of them, they went to his rescue.
Okay.
Young men.
Eti abra yeti yeje kotum na will take responsibility.
Yes.
Na che say wanya affiliations bi wo say other soldiers na be penasem.
Yes, on penasem.
Eti e dey no mu yi ni free prison.
And they revolt. And they went to the prison and rescued him and the rest of the team. I think led by Boachija. Is Boachija still alive?
Yes. Yes, Boachija made an interview of late.
I celebrate gallant men like him. Oh yes. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you. In those days, milk, sugar. Then you go to some homes, it's like a brochure in Ghana. But like today, we have totally forgot. That's the strangest thing. And I'm begging God that our leaders should not forget. Because when you make the people cry, their cry will cause God. And sometimes the blood of people will pacify the cry of the people. No. Yeah, you be no be sorry. Obi sorry pa. Moja na edibe pacify yama. Because look, things went so bad. Things went so bad to the point say, who to me who said something must happen in Ghana. And recently, Metro TV is playing a video of one of the young men. They said, what happened in Burkina Faso and Mali? So much happened here. And said, wow, young man, you don't know what you're asking for.
Is it that say you see a youth said you're working, then you are witness in this process. But who you school when who abrabono se obi amwa nyame amwa a very difficult so betia. Yes, to see a yap. And we are calling for it.
And no, because see, when a nation is giving to people to lead, to govern, and to provide leadership.
Okay.
But each day we are hearing contract way and signing here because we are for her.
Good.
We are for her. Then it's like the people that give you their power begin to cry.
Okay.
You may not see them crying, but they are crying. That is where God will always come and says, I heard the cry of my people. Then either real Moses will emerge or fake Moses will emerge. In our days, when they emerge with gun and bloodshed, not with the power of God. And so what happens is, a man cry among this can be open, and I am Nasanyama says, it takes you so many years to recover. Look, Nami Papa Fie, there was former Odai Wellington, General Odai Wellington driver.
Good.
While driving a year, while by retirement, so Jennifer gone, AK-47.
Okay.
Or the baby papa fie. Adenti, owa soja no mu no, ori ne chensi girl.
Nti hu ya wo hye mu.
Ya hye no. Into obeshwe no ofa ne girl no finche because or drive or that will into.
Okay.
Man dwaniye.
Okay.
Or jump wall. He never returned to my father's house. What we heard was he was in Liberia. Oh, what we saw, people would just hate you in the midst of the revolt.
Okay. What they are fast to you, baby.
They are fast to so innocent people. And you see, like, we witness Mokala women being beaten. That should never happen in Ghana, right? Also, and like today, the politicians that are in power and look as if, you know what to mean, you can't to me, papa. Because there's BBC. Maybe I want to do airport. They are close the airport. A border, they are close the border. Where are they? Baby uncle. And I can tell you, Jufof, people were killed silently. That was not on paper.
Our mind auntie.
They.
Look, say people were killed silently. Mommy, and besides, then time what say a yes and some way into. And conform me and son of Mukoyi JJ free. Lieutenant General Afifa, General a Champon, and then a Kuf. You see, what was the result? So almost a part of it.
Yeah, General Afifa handed over to Nana Brifa Busia. And then Kutu a Champon, Ebetun, SMC 1.
Okay.
Then Akufu, General Akufu also came with SMC 2. A champon. I mean, Ushan history. About no Madinka. Because one call World Bank, one call IMF.
One of them would do Nana.
You see, well and to well answer.
Okay. One would do no more demand. Wonderful. Good policy.
And so at that time, no, a Medriani buy. Obi a yejuma. Backyard guard obi a yejuma. But the corruption depthness no story. The nusu yet is nusu be frano. Akufu di tu no. Akufu so anya hwe. Na jeje by 15th May. One subsidy. Na yet try no say look, all the boys no enyo mo no mo ye mi na me ye. Munja mo na yemfa nso no ntu so. Who will be Kuma? I'm the one to face bullet, not them.
Papa, at that time, I was sure when you Africa, not JJ was sure age wise or Bobby.
That will be around 32, 33, 34.
At that period. So a young man.
Yes. A young man. The bottom line is he was determined to rescue this nation. He was just determined to rescue this nation. You can see that if later on something happened, JJ intention was just a rescue, so that they would bridge the rich and the poor. Because while we were being poor, no, you can see the affluent or the affluent. There,
it's about saying that many businesses,
well, you see, that's what I don't like. The victimization of our politics has never helped us. And we've been at the year, is it Captain Prince Amwabi and the rest? GT. And we here, Station West State, Bokman dying, Ombe Bubuye, Yadaswa Bubunusa. And we here. But you see, these were soldiers with anger, right? And the professionals and the students were crying, let the blood flow. Let the blood flow. Let the blood flow. And so they were empowered and they went to the stream. But the same victimization, this near Kosovo banks, most of the banks that were close to me, and we here. How many jobs were lost? Look, they compare Ghana and Nigeria. When they are 419, Nigeria. One say Nigeria for Microsoft Bank. The Nigerian banks are opening banks in America, in Europe. But why not Ghana? Identity. Because that is the message I preach on generational thinking. If our leaders will think generationally and not greedy wise, me na what to me, it me baby. At the end of the day, no, embua, unuma benyaska. So many in here. Eventually, see what happened to Hawa Kumsi Nibano. Do you mean that's the only child they are looking for? No. This must wake people up. Because somebody will see your child somewhere and shoot him. He just shoot him. A buffon. And we must not go that way as a nation. So the bottom line says, yes, send Crawford Juma. Like, if we have not destroyed Siam, but now it's a multi-billionaire. His company must be in Senegal. His company must be in maybe Switzerland. His company, his company, but the life we have is a race. We be yebi. We are betuaso. We be yebi. No, we are betuaso. And nunti ne brocha ye brochinu. That the weber wabe bubu we nine. Not that a pomana yadibesha we nsemunu. No, I do actually. And to say you come back and go and look for it. We are not generational thinking.
Okay, me bacho anope when you go so o share Maranatha television. Bacho June 4th. As there is your Magan 79 and no and a papa ya to South Africa anope ya. When you born home come na papa pastor this is some country so show then. Pastor this I will come say or show Jimedino. Now all money nya enti ase pa.
Amen.
Now from this angle, looking at everything that you are saying. Tetina and Sanya Manes and that's all. You call democracy in Abuja.
Yen subai boninti. Ya juni boninti. Yet is a democracy in ye. Better ye.
Democracy.
So when people are corrupt there, it does not matter. From the pulpit to the classroom, to the bazaar, to the police, to the soldier, to the ordinary person, even to the highest of highest, is the way you are doing boni. The moment Ghanaian Sabeka Bibia, Enyina Diano, Obisani said, then I made this morning before I came here, I was TV3 that they are next generation 5G to one company. And one company we own around 63%. And then Utumi will say, near Kano, because you see India, the same beat.
All right.
India nyaya 18 billion because people were bidding. Where they are sure being same.
Pampacho ubeji hanidi mnafi makwa humano swap na eneno enkomono ebeye depa Bishop Noble Francis Afotey Odai mpacho wono na no pay yensa kano na mame kwa humano so na fe yendi nkomo kaka medofo me pacho me nwa kwa baba Maranatha television so. Hello Mr. Adam pacho me nwa kwa ba Mr. Adam.
Yes.
Me pacho production team mo hwe na pe and get connected. Mr. Adam pacho to me kan.
Me toka.
Hello. Okay. All right.
Me toka.
Pacho ye pese ye connect Mr. Adam na pe ono so kakra onim fa June for wode to aso na ya yetimi finalize niema e wo ho. Mr. Adam pacho to me kan. Hello. Okay. Monye connection no na afi yenhwe na afi yenhwe de ebetimi aba e wo ho. Na yenhwe se democracy na ba wo my Ghana mu. Mr. Adam Pacho me mo akwa baba Maranatha television.
Mitie,
Me pacho na ho ye de.
me huye.
There was it. The cow said, Mr. Edem, a year pomla, or no, Ayawaso West Wogon, or no, and now, or you will chairman or hope. And the day, a June 4th, now, yes, I come with the near Bissau said, June 4th, but I need them one who can cry.
And now June 4th.
Yes.
Special day.
Okay.
Now, Rebecca, how do you call it? Leadership in this country. Starting from revolutionary time. Rebecca, I say, from Nkrumah time, right down to Jerry John Rawlings, there were a lot of leadership.
Okay.
They started from the revolutionary time. Kotoka, Onona Edi Kai, Oba and over to Nkrumah on 1956. There were Musa, Apufa, ọ̀nà so báyẹn ọ̀nà no ọba through election but ọba yẹn no Busha yẹn friend sẹ Buzia ọ̀nà na ọmọ yẹ election náà wọ́n win election no
okay.
As a prime minister.
Okay.
Now after that no ọ̀nà that time no ọ̀yẹ prime minister no Akufo-Addo president is ní papa.
Okay.
ọ̀nà na ẹ̀yẹ the ceremonial president by then.
All right.
On the Busia regime. Now from there, no, now, ye ko muta ye pese, ye ko into what? Kebinemi kebi. Kebinemi kebi, regime of this nation. Is it or not that time, you know? There was another election in 1972.
All right.
Won by General K. Achampong. No, na I ideology no say the person me unite the nation. And when I play the 4 groups of leadership from the armed forces, there were K. Achampong, Fred Akufo, Nick Jerry Akasafa, Jerry John Rawlings, all no Moody kind, Naya Sedgman. But at the end of the day, no, Achampong also ruled from 1977. Then from there, 1978, you know, I found a Fred Akufo so originally rule for some time. Then after that, Rawlings Nesamba because Omoye and Mianomo, they were 4 in number. Hello?
Mr. Demetrio Nkapa, Mitio.
In 1978, you know, Fred Akufo Nejinemu as the prime minister of this country. But when you are Jerry John Rawlings, who say the way you are money come, things are not moving on well. No, Jinemu or fighting, say Obaji Akunyano.
Okay.
There was on the 15th May 1979. There was a coup d'etat that to arrest Rawlings.
Okay.
Almost as the year na mo bi call Gunjabara. Omo looking wo. And when Jinemu, your friend is saying, President Hono, and Hona, then you are Bwati Jan, ne other cadres movement bodies. Nothing goes on. You be then you are rolling every baby original.
Okay.
And there was a lot of issues pertaining to Onono in area.
Okay.
And Hono, Ojochikata, the legal person for Rawlings in the
all right.
In the delay process make a crack because they wanted to finish Rawlings on that note. But luckily said we paid Omuyinu from the prison box. Omuyinu from the prison box. Obaya now call the radio station. Omulidinu Moko announcing said on the 31st December 1971. On the 31st December 1981, Rawlings, he took over from the governor, Ojinemuna of party ruling. And the effect of this is about revolution stands on when the officers, the armed forces revolutionary, council, honor the military officers ruling na omo di kind in terms of the behavior of the military officers, the junior rank and the senior rank. Omo behavior. And then Emma Rollins no sorry sir go. Sabi enye ka na enye no. Omo buye as junior officers. Omo sorry omo ye dia omo pe. The rules never omo follow the rules. Until now, no, have to take over the nation. And say, in short, I don't want, you may have other questions to ask.
Okay.
That is what I can say about what?
Okay.
June 4th.
Okay.
Just to liberate us from them. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. So it means that now, near maybe cost what Ghana, and Mama or minor church and intimate content. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Eti, who witnesses are the what the then time no compare and your system here, you will me ya. Who difference and saying?
Oh, I don't know this time, no. We are sitting the way it is now, no. I mean, you're more serious than then.
That's it, should be your money. This should be your.
They say, the way life economy meets here.
Okay.
They are sitting no. That time, I have this time more serious than then.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And Kaubeka said Ghana, you better go back to that process in Biwana.
I don't know the way the many courses here. And then the revolution in by and the ever came when I make a and some one. And young one was a son of my baby.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that was another person. You don't remember why. I know Mr. Adam Komla, or no, chairman, and this year was West a year gone. On only an electric come. Mammy Rafiana, Papa, Nafi, Mr. Papa, Mr. Chairman, Nancy Morgan, there was it, and then near my customer West than more time. Okay. BBC. Okay.
Here we can clearly see that the more things are going out, so we are seeing the corruption more clear every day than ever before.
Okay.
Then it is also clear, sir, when we look at the flashy cars and the food we have, we may think today is better.
Okay.
But it's not so. It's not so. So just look at the way the World Bank is saying that for United Nations, Ghanaian about 800,000 has been launched into poverty. How can we have so much around us and yet we are poor? If you look at borrowing money, let's say to buy building material, 2 years ago, and you are buying cement, you make the money to get the loan, maybe 30 cedis. Today, cement is 100 cedis.
After 2 years.
After 2 years. And so, you can clearly see, sir, today we are going deeper and deeper and deeper. You don't need to go far. Just look at petrol. Just look at petrol. You see, we can clearly say, you are seeing that, and yet the total truth. Because since 2018, we started to call India. One shop, that shop, I'm so surprised. From 2018 until now, the only price increase was 35% in their money.
After 6 years.
After 6 years.
It's
the economy, it's the leadership. So when you look at what is happening now, it is very, very unfortunate that leadership is not helping them. And when you want to talk, people will tag you. But the bottom line is, we are on the road to disaster. And that must not happen. That must not happen.
That must not happen. Nti say share that time. Yet me clear all the corrupt people from the environment. That leaders you did this way after 92. Omo witnesses that period in Libya.
Oh, most of them.
How then omo do omo hear the vice versa?
That is very unfortunate. If you are less than 45 years or 50 years, you will not see it. But you should be told. Most of them are learning. They should read. They should read. And you see, if we have been given leadership, like we are hearing somebody is going to get a hotel. When what happened in June 4 happened, that man will be killed. I'm telling you. I mean, even people will go to and burn his house. And so people will do evil. That obi ansumom.
Ba woman do mwanjim.
Do mwanjim. Into you see June 4 no and say Ghana ni be ye from so bia. Say you come bio. That's why we are doing all this fasting and prayers.
But all this fasting and prayers, mumo ya mafomu die. But nipa na odi yen so no, ye ka hwea wo munti. Enti any die mo, do you think say fasting and prayers ya wo ye boys yi betie wa bonte because ne ho kire no. E die na obenya free mu.
Baby, see when we are talking about fasting and prayer, we are talking about the spirit world. Showing mercy on the physical world. Because omu jaye mo. And you see, it's like somebody will say, I have soldiers around me. So, when revolution see and you see, you may have AK-47.
Okay.
But the people that are coming against you too may have guns you don't know.
Exactly.
You see, if we are in Ghana and a land guard can shoot a military officer, can shoot them in the presence of police.
Yes.
Then we are at a place that is so dangerous. Now, do something and follow. Is there any pastor? But you see, when you agreed and found, what 2 billion? And that's what is happening. Because any day be a baby waiting, Kanda. Any way be a baby waiting, you see, contra Jansan here.
Almost when you Obasan be defended. And papa say you treat you on warship. Almost you treat you Puma.
Because you see, to the youth, there's nothing for me to lose. I mean, can you imagine how many Ghanaians are crossing the desert to the Red Sea and many dying? I returned from overseas. I came. One of our church members' brother, I mean, nice young man, 24 years, died in the sea. And at the end of the day, no, say his sister, no, Onya Christonia, onim ne onum okesi, mpenifo, okesi mpenifo. Why will a brownie with the tomato power in Brown Hafo region? Why can't we make Brown Hafo tomato region and poultry farm region
for the country?
For the country.
I
like listening to Canada, Japan. The water region, I can take 25,000 acres and produce
better.
Banji,
cassava,
and make ethanol. So we have the land, but the problem is, and that is causing the problem. But you see, if we can say enough is enough, we have only one Ghana. We don't want what happened in June 4th to happen again.
Okay.
May we change.
Okay.
God will help us.
Okay. May we change and God will help us. And no, Bishop Noble Francis Afotey Odai. But Afotey, I say, Emre no, wale mpacho munya na mwe no say betimi agya papa ma na akotro na dwuma so a na afi yahwe Yenji the last words na fe yemra call lines no so yemra mefa course no. Papa and summarize yentimi ne ntina because our busy schedule. Enti yeje the last words e wo dwumadi no so na fe yetimi afa course. Mpacho baby I will be get ready 0537158638. Enti okay. Enti Papa, so far so very good. June 4th. What would you say? Your final idea about Ghana?
June 4th came. There is a lot of the streams that went on, and that must not be repeated.
Okay.
Because it is very unfortunate. Even though through June 4th there was establishment of the Fourth Republic that make the 92 Constitution, and today we have got this changing of government through the ballot box. So Rawlings and the June 4th, even though they went to the extreme, and many people lost their lives, including judges who were burnt alive. That must never happen, but it happened.
We are innocent people.
Oh yes. Yes. Burnt them. I mean, the man that is following is a Japan or something.
Yeah, from Japan.
From Japan.
Papa Pacho, yes, you will be a question, but we will be saying what me yan. Mini Pacho Dean.
Mr. Martin, Casafrica.
Me Pacho, what in June for Papa Waha?
Michel, the brain, Michel, also for.
That's it.
Can you say the Biami, Miss Andre, Ramika Kachel, said that a democracy in your mind. Because we share in 24 war Ghana. Omun Junior. The Ghana say expect degree upon degree. School share from board or mine. School, and yes, school, a degree in the board mine. I dream papa.
Okay.
I dream papa to say or so for. By or what I dream papa when it in a Christ be. And who say, Omun yen so no more or backroom a buffet and papa benya, a cocoa moment soon a moment.
Okay.
Stand per se and for me again, almost from the leaders.
All right.
And you will be a year opening the bishop for a year to cut action school. No, the shop of the president that bang of a junior pound.
All right.
Because of 3 years on one bed.
Okay.
Nti kase bia motono ushoro le fun kase kasa de edi kulbae tam the wo shira we helicopter jet wie odi jet ko esuro ho okurasi bi epon se kurasi di ene nso na omunum no eti na we mo me die benchi ene body ene me bi edi bakro na papa na me to ba fie na edidi na hwe mo sit sitrem amowom
Okay.
Omoti ni omene Ghana.
Okay. Network na tiko. Epacho obi fufo betimi aba 0537 papa wa ha. Yenje ne 5 minutes per na fe ebia na obi wo question bi na afe yenja no. Na me do fo pacho din.
Ede tan kasa fi bukuru.
Me pacho che wadwen papa wa fia.
Ghana kasa na June 4 no ti nyamba this time of Ghana kasa ni nya military na ki bi so. No kore pa fi se sen ye kon. When me take a roaring to what so tiasia. Ka ku fo ko ku. Ka ku fo do.
Okay.
Ne po ye kai.
Okay.
ati o man Ghana firi wo mo nso owia no ko de hye omo wo so mu bu o man no o ti o man se ne e ko no o ti mu se ade we eni kwat wo di Ghana ni papa ye ne yonko
networky okay but you obetimi afre papa
yes sir
this ya obra so me hu say o pese o sorry you o final words na gba yenja
well once again the military we have seen it
okay
many have not seen the military
okay
but when they decide to rule and they are bad you can't say anything when the civilians are ruling and they are bad you can say something yes and beyond that I pray that no Ghanaian should pray for that June 4th revolt to take place. Nobody. But we should rather pray that God will give us good leaders that love this nation. That's all.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes.
And we appreciate your time. Bishop Noble Francis Afotey Odai no pay for no and a yenyan work as some for news. Inti, this year the nebraska obeko also bet me after 0537 158 638. Me pacho ofra oba. Ebetimi eno wo abo enkomo na nana akwasi amofa o say good morning Ghana me do for pacho di good morning
me that say
yo
Ghana frog mo no frog
okay
I am the day and the what you so for abetna say on church enyeme bisa no nsem na waka ni na eto aso
yo
but o kan sembo baby a o ti Ghana no baby edu no edu o ma e say den ye bompae
yes
Pami adi ba kwa me woni se omanu no Yankopon wa ni femewi enwade no
okay
the reason why at times me fra me bo osofu chiabudu ni di enye bibia o one day bi omo inviting wo onua ye bisan questions and answers or the money na eto asum ye bisan asemi no kai se ono no we yi ni ni di esuo nti asofu bebre be den bechi no tinse wo hu boni ye de mfemfi ni ho ati atinti no mo sorry tiano na nke djuma wa fa to no so be ye no nke eye djuma kwa nke asofo mo Ghana funi na mo ye den omo ni so no mo gina asem na o ye den o kan ni no mo di nechi ba na me so mo na akọ je politicians na echi ni ntino no omo yi na ama but ye mbisa se what the October be gina ho se ya fa na as minister na ye di financial o ya the financial minister be this car na kola no ntumi ya no ino dia won penifo wa mani mu a sabi ye mani she omunsa within some few way you know metumi ade a transform o ma no wo ma aka she ntim say asofu in your politics ye bisa no kan say kase politics ni den ene say we ye wo ma ye na say ye no kwadi ina corruption a ebinum aka to ya asuma ama say individuals ni adwan sesa chensema papa yo so okay nai owonim di owonyansa a even crap obetumi ade atichi omano enti ono otu ono wo nipa se ni ehia omo omano no enti so kasa ya mompa o baby a betina se baby me ne ya ajutu eseni de otina we wo mo namba ya Yakobo etu omo esu so omo nji omano no enti no yo bia obetumi so ade akasa che asofu ni na no mo ina omo aye baako no mo afa we se mi so medi papa de chi omano begina no mo ina ya tutu nyama ye mi gidi so omano ye ya ebi wo mo WhatsApp no mu no ene so mo no mo kasa e chi omo ebi nkwan bra sa jumbone be ni peniti pa otumi nya jumbone ana meboa
yes
enti no mo no metumi akata no ma hu ama papa na etumi ade ejina papa wa se yon no po no meto aba na ma no pa na different people anya misro wo mu odo ene hu mobo wo mu bra omo be jo ma ni sia o ma de be tinta nya me de wa ni de ewie da
all right
ati e pa ni de aye ejuma tinta no mo kaka wo mu no mo ye campaign se papa na mo de ne be ba o se evi po papa ya akwa no be jina me meto aba ma no
okay
woman ni enyamu margin chano no
mo nyamishrao 0537158638 pato June 4th ene anopay eho ensem na yehwe kakra na yede papa Bishop Noble Francis Afotey Odai doctor yede ne ba betina dwumadi so ono so atimi di nim de aman
hello
me da fo pato di
the friend Malam Yusuf Upanka
pato
ka sefi asante mampon
me pato chewadwen
Martin say, you frère, I was so wagon, you charm, be the one.
Yes.
And I pay revolution, me see, you know. na me wakra na mte la ba di le mame do kono sha do kono na mte
Okay.
ni de course nyina
All right.
man history awo man enye obi en revolution ni bi asem ni si sa no obi wo ko nye soja ni no akọ soja ka de ahye no obi kwa no aje obi ka ni ade so enti ade de wo mu no en ni kasake na esi kasake mpanimfo no se de so for no to won je kase Zaku, maybe in Sibion. And then the Empire, then I made a crown margin. Certainly, Mr. Anase. Oh, running scram open in who yet in Madia and the but says Scafoni Yapuna and yet fine. What the people camp on were queer. We will buy one more care would be a serious school fees or Ghana. Run it with me. Morning, I'm in bye bye.
Mo, Yamisha 0537 158 638. Reverend Yawadison, at this point, Pacho Ubrenini. Yes, yes, Madam Woody. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. We didn't have a free.
Oh, me na me say share no boate.
Hey, inshallah, what was it say?
Na mi ago mo boate boko, boni bia ni ga.
Yeah, there are just a chawaje.
Da unu amuti mu fi boate be, mo ba mbe hu, boate krodi em nyina ku fa da ya fa.
Yes, no cre.
Ana pa dia, me mo bishop abato, bishop akasa yie pa nya mi sira no.
Okay.
Na me tie nyina me hwem nyina am. We bishop pa o titie, o tikata, o ti preach. Mo amudi na tima mfa no man sa no kura. Na ehame. Man sa no kura sense bishop. Na me nipa wa ya patriotic so.
Okay.
Enti me sia mo mo dey na mun say bishop. Na June 4. That time na me a balance boy na me wo kitampo.
Okay.
O hwe kwanya soldier for the nipa pass wa stati so a. Mo pa da te di besi. Ghana for me slamo. O me nyina fe pa bonta ba oni ati no ni aba no mo di aso no mo ma Ghana nkoye ni. Na Ghana ye nya te be koye ti biem. Da wa tina min ka on.
Mo nana inshira na min inshira nana inshira na min inshira nana inshira nana mensa inshira na min inshira 0537 158 638 June 4th. But Odiana okay. What actually happened? Medofudi.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Want to give the
Me bacho okasa free.
Macho le papa
Me bacho chawadwe June 4th.
Me bacho. One year media but that me can't kasa ni ma we say how pa ni amania. Odu we and then I'm never and then finish and ya ma dey see what teaching what that okay it's time when you need to get to my dear about to make country okay so no ta na dan ko estia
Okay mo erade shout abina bio o say watching you live from Katamanso. God bless you for your good work. Pacho abna my kind of message no at the amount. Pacho also bra na fe yenju adwen kire June 4th. E dey na see o ma ganem. Me da fodi. Odi.
Me dey na be ba na na to produce for jambo aba.
Me pacho che wadwen.
Manager professor Osebeno Sasiu papa for noche. Ebo juma ma Ghana. Na mimi ya nieleka nyina so mimi na mmensa ista. Obekra ni nyina so atse. Kuna na beka nyina.
Oh, kafra. Sabra. Yanju adwen kire no. At this point, me pacho obre ni 0537 638. Medofudi.
Hello.
Medofudi.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Udi no be akasa free.
President Afana. Good morning. I've always Afana.
Mpacho chawadwen.
I don't think I will ever say about a museum at this petition. I don't think myself in the brother won't get one someone can. I to say I have two about when I are with our channel. We are my issue. Then I will not you. I don't want to say Breno. No, so Breno Nipano. But I said you hope the Tennessee Nipano once and Alcohol. What does it? Then I say so we are in the hospital. I'll give me people who are who give me more we talk about on.
Most of all, they about to about to. Also, the Kupa won't count. But we know that one, a problem will be who know a bopono. But I say about to the way you are, and you heard the opinion. But you say, I can't say the should be over now, be a more guarantee, and that. And I both should be an omnium branda Ghana fair. May you shoot. And we now also that you now for now. And young branda Ghana say, no, you to everything to know, I am rather Ghana fair. Salary and a 2 beer. Are you free? That's what's speaking of a broke a car. A trade room of course, I just talk or talk. I do know everybody on your matter, and one almost a cotton. I don't know what to take a door story. Now I do know. You know, one can want somebody brave you. I think I'm about to now say, with that child, my issue. Oh, you know, it's a 100 cities, matter. 100 cities. I don't think you can what to you have been that. How could I be a dano? Ah, what you to sign and also money you have been that. No one pay the sign, no, you know, so you know, you're about to. What does it? No, I'm a 2 of the and you said, no, I remember, also where bar, I know about. But then it's money about. To say a petition of Omensa Manambra. You will be young and Randa so be able to have none and 1 year. To say I know all you should be maybe more far. Only people know them from now. Only always so Corona can be a Bruno with an entity. Only a Kumana, all through on my young from now. There is about me, the okay in I am through. Mamma, I'm around the cement in a war. Mamma, go on Tomo. A family, no.
Okay, Mo, oh yeah, dear, Yamisha, why are dear? It's in Patrol June 4th, also Chawadre, a year Casamfoni, so make our say we a Maranatha morning. You may be a done then the brown and when you go to our ocean.
Hello, I am a Samba Biomo.
Okay,
I made it June 4th, no more kind of Yamishimio. And I am in Pesa June 4th from the bed, Ebeba.
Okay,
but the only thing is a young one pine the Ghana for no Penifuna, Yaminka Makuma. June 4th from the dear. And you come and met by me, my between send you can, who say I am shit. Since I sent you America and said Ghana, my collaborator before my fuck d'Ivoire before. Who saw Ghana? And you might be a one because I wouldn't name my brother to me and name Aquaba, the best and the best. You may be your better. Obianca, one from Sankophobia, the poor. And to Ghana, some Gina Yamidia man. Bra, yeah, young Muslim price and interest. Who collaborate all this year, my quick crap, bra. Miss Wunam sits upon your Chisica also. Cote d'Ivoire here, I wouldn't have crap on away then. Who's your woman to quiet down? No, I'm on him. And what in the bar, and I'm so my native because I need to be a here then. Just a June 4th from the bat. On my dear to quite basso. I want my experience before. No, can't war, Sema, and call from the best side. They don't want to hear cry. But as a done and young will be done in then. May I mom pie, young cause your mom pie. Me and Cassia Nampin for Nadia then. And some worry, she said. So I'm going to say, Casana, that's a Thomas in Yamu Moba. We did it, but and to quite the party, I'm imagining, dear, the bomb pie. Ninja and its politics in some more can young politics in Naya, and Tunche, then I'll put one other some company for Biakuma, no matter your man and other. On any my by Mr. Uni dear, name bosom pie cry number. Margin Jella come to back one.
Mo, Yamisha, a mom pie is a cool mra, to cook the tat bar. As some can see any best of my ganem. The coop bar, I ask some can see. But I also friend at your wagon. Why? Medafodi.
But you good morning.
Good morning.
But you are last week. I think you make a friend go.
Me about your wagon.
But your papa to one also.
Me about your what Tian and Chicacra.
But your cousin sent me Chian pa Yanku Shirano. But your representative said, "Oh, me over Koreana."
And there's a own to be my judgment too.
But I mean, yes, sure, of a cool. Yes, sure, cry. But your cousin is only to man. Why?
I didn't ya.
They were in Yamabata, there's yes, sure, of a coil crowd. You do. Like a papa. Kabeyami, Kabeyami cry, carrying so on.
I will cry as about me. I will call heaven. Ghana for you to eat between Casemo 0537158638. Edu Hebag Hospital. That's all. Nadaroma. Tansona. After his coming Bible College. And hello. Meda for Patrodi.
Nana mentioned me on my Melanic Pate.
Inside Patrol.
Fear will have me, and I'm on a dog or have me, I'll be on board. Dana, you know, near me, you do for my want to be more time and then be too ready to India. I want for China. Now, near me, many here, the percent young Porto Project, they call a black Sankara, Thomas Sankara, the clear for so. Ye or more 18 with Yanni baby corner. That's not you are. Now, who tell you who will be wrong? Some you be true, person, but any of how you pull your movie, your name, Makawa, and this, when you young to young oil and your mamma, the Padia, I have to do a major thing. Let or do for no problem, so I'm a do for Ghana have the thing to do here. Let me to some
It's just a corner bra, or network, you know, if you can see, maybe I will not say, will be position we. And I'm essential, Sako, Nasabra, or network, you know, a break is a Yantashe 0537 158 638, but your line on your BA. And a fort, Medofoodi.
Hello?
Medofoodi.
Minia, the door you watching off.
JJ.
Yeah.
Another Yaudao.
But who said Papa to one? But who said Papa to one?
Papa,
meaning say, Mammy, Papa, ye. And I'm a paid as a Daniel, then I say, I'm a papa. I bet church and you will be able to say June 4th. As this year, you are to be. You are only a new star. But Papa, I know birthday, Papa. And I am birthday. It's your neck. Someone will young birthday. Someone will young birthday. Me to him now, the accident, there's a motor accident.
Oh,
it means him back.
Oh,
I hear you. I'm more savvy, or mine, or more kind of crap, a super beer. I feel be dry, or moving back to a woman is every year. I want to be a people need to share. When you're dying, no come on, no mining possible. That a super beer, a baby bar, and no one be called Jojo. A super beer, or mine, you want savage, and I'm here, you know, I won't pet and throw. No crank one, okay. You don't know what kind of crano. Savage, I'm going to be to that software way. Shop for no more PPH, or more NDH. But the plan of that can, I'm on mine. Papa, I hear Jumano, or the Baba Friday. I can't. The dinner top for 2 hours. Saying in here, because I will want to be, let me be. I answer way more, and I'm not coming out to me. Moving carry, and then moving carry. Now, say, and then I'm here, sure, the Munami came to come at this year, I'm an officer. I'm about out. Let me back cafe, and no more Jane, and no more Koye. So I fear. I'm not a area, me too for the Mukan in our movie. Because me papa, and then Lawrence announced that. But Pierre, former president Lawrence will be Abraham Kukum, and in our to Abraham. And you know what you a financial proposal because what baby that now no crown and ended no crown omonka the other omokano you tell you so and can here the number Nimia Lawrence is a here and the Jew for some papa war and fancy no more baby I to force the side or but me and Kobe because I'm accident to you but you and Kobe that no sir. The market out for Lawrence Abusia, and then Lawrence soldier for Minister Motia for Lawrence. And more, Sabi a cool nearby, a woman who yellow. Yami sure be Biala, Yame and sure be Biala. Yame and sure be Biala, Yame Mama or day, Yansan in here, among traffic, and some chaye. 70 years later, the normal, and more so, because of who do you see, and young in there. I started, I watched it,
atete yebekum nipa ye kamo jagu police for that Rollins camp police for from young Robert soldier for young Robert and e dey na to ababoni bia ama no kodie e ka na judges for ye je black money ade once the agent we nyina then nam say no kran na jinti and the Rollins way wo but the dia Rollins will be and I am the 4th June and the birthday papa semanu munyam na manya 45 years minim say we are doye na semanu munyam ne the number be the register mobile money anie semanu munyam yakobon ka ho na ye na brasserie
ye baba
na see dying
ye baba
na che akara man
ye baba Jerry ye baba
yakobon chira baby bia lo bia o yam bia me de mefa
amen
na me ko ko ni din komo na munchi abofa ma me abofa munchi an ma me
all right Jerry na okay eti ye betimi afa ebia one call bia ka ho na fe ba ko ana mienu bi ba na yetimi aba na enne eye me da fo mpacho udi
e friend of document na ka je kuro ko
mpacho ma uti volume nka fo na yen kasa wai
yo ba jo se
ma uti volume nka fo na yen kasa
ma pa cho ma na ko fo
okay me
pacho na ju ko fo nzenze me die ma mo mo su die mo
okay
ya sa ne ma we die e bi se si die mu die sa ne na ga na sa ko ye si bebre na o mo betra so ay o mo nya ndi senior MPP sama no na emwa oman no andi senior MPP nyina ya funu ba ku mu ma o mo oman no de ma tem ti America no bye bye
eradi show afi mo mama next one encounter 0537158638 pacho no ndu na ye de dwumadie no e ba wie ya we eye maranata morning ye sha se no nsia medafo udi
wọ́n ṣe àṣemà mẹ́kan ẹ̀nà máa ní náà sáà ká ìtọ́ àtúbí ọ̀nà.
Okay.
Hello.
Mi tiẹ̀ wò pa kasa.
Mi pa jẹ́ sẹ́ wọ́n àṣemà mẹ́kan ṣe boyfriend di MPP náà kú àṣẹm no ẹni kwan ṣe ẹbọ so kura abira ọman bèbí ẹ ṣe dùnú àwọn tí a bọ̀ ọman ni mu. Ntí ni ṣe bọ́bọ́ bèbèrè I decide ṣe bọ̀ ní wọ́n adwum dada. Ntí ṣe issues ní náà ẹ̀kọ́ rèézi à ẹ̀ mma nípa ní tẹ́ǹṣẹ̀ yẹ dẹ́n. Sorry to say, Papa, if you can, no. Into NDC and MPP assembly, the church, a young woman, into far ways and means, I bear educated Ghanaians in the moment, they are for to a bar. You been descending out to a bamonia, or papa, or Baba former now, young bed, Everton, German Casabi. Into the good dear, Miss Rowe.
All right,
Miss Rowe, since you're Ghana, no man in the wire show. Into the both NDC and MPP, man, can't cry. Case and I'm waiting, no. I could be and young customer educate you to in particular. Maybe ever to Abama, you been your beer, Yakuma Subede, that pen of a babbage your man. Women way, 49 years in me. Then I don't know, or man hiding, into Kakama Kakawana. Mo,
Namisha, okay, Mammy Fakatchi, nothing, me wrap it up, and I am sorry to make you so. If I say, and June 4th, Nadia, of course, or my gun. Yes, you can see your boss, I didn't do crowd Ghana. That revolution now, of course, revolution no, they very, very serious. That revolution now, of course, Ghana, I am very, very serious. At the end, you see, in the past, you were monk. Near Jessica for a chain here for until end at the end, of course, Ghana. Catch them, Nafi, and sorry to make you so. Make I would say, and a moment of miracle 0537158638. Last call, Nafi, me for sorry to make you so 0537158638. 38 and the minya or baby I was sure so or baby mramamie na ye free up na fe ye call a moment of miracle ye kwa kushiem na Awurade aye na dwuma Awurade ne ye mbedi nkomo na Awurade bekasa ye ho Nyankopon wo tumi eno na o kan say enti Nyankopon ene day no a moment of miracle isane wo fom wa na kese ye kwa ye Awurade adwuma na ye kwa kotena Awurade na ase na mpaebo no atimi ahyehye so bibiara wo bia ye to sade afro the Reverend Yawadison, Patron say, and pay one so call. Tansona, Pastor Bright, Ashamai, Mobile, Atebubu, the Patron Pastor Frederick, and after Pastor Daniel Dodson, Takwa, Muninano. Days of Elijah, Muninano Masha, say, day 4, until Minimise, Yenina, ye corn and kakra, Namia Duma, in kakra, what the Yamba could do. I'm a fan of Shakes here and Fama, Silo Guest House, Papa, that would point with ya, Ninano, a Silo Guest House. was who have mattress no a massage o kama umpe we na opede o madaroma omutimi eso masema mutimi dwumadi e debra you craft media and can you see me so e wo fie ha ni nyina no e you craft media you craft se men kan so open kania ato open kania de adi udwuma open kania e de aye wo dwuma ni nyina no obetimi anya bi e de amam e bia wo so se wo ye dwomtuni na se e bia afi na wo ye engagement wo ye wedding afi wo launch dwom ana se open MC a ni nyina no e you craft media wo so eso masene his coming bible college obetro nyame asem na watie nyame asem kwa papa so ani nyina no his coming bible college to be kana bra so level 100 200 300 na 400 mo nyina kan bi na omutimi so masene afi Maranatha Power Ministries International ne ba cho wono so kan bi wase menkan cho say adabiasa kwamtu no still na yeguso 30 days days of Elijah yeguso no wase etiasem nyina na going forward Exodus chapter 14 the verse of 15 through to 16 mpacho brai na afi yentimi mbom ne nko asaforuade nchen ye fasting and prayers no ye de ahyehye so omo so adawroma omutime boa me na afi Glory Hill Academy school papa e won kakro point mu de unya na bia agese nungwa adego no Lekma Polyclinic kuma so ye Glory Hill Academy na afi Edu Herbal Hospital ope stroke ayaresa ope be ma obegina wona so dia Edu Herbal mixture umadawroma na so adwuma kwe no mutimi so masene ma me free anopa no osia ebepem nondu afanyim betimi edebrel me da wase so utimi kan ye ho me sorry na fe dwumadi ato so no atimi aba moment of miracle and also eba beto so me da wase nyame yadoma ekina obesan ehia ye same channel same time and no de ebe different version all together nyam di dwumadi nyina ho kyia me medin e de ohene basidu oti afi zinato 20 so nka obe pass through and afi other segment nyina so atimi ba wakam. Thank you so much to the production team and the production people. Thank you so much, Bishop Noble Francis Afotey Odai, for your time and the wonderful education at the Baye. Afe, His Excellency Stampi Yali, also Yadawase, and Afe, Mr. Adam, Munina Yadamase. So much me pass you through the show. I'm a boy, Emma show no success. Afe, Emma Mia Kosia educationist, also Yadawase Bibri, for a successful education tips our demand. Aha, and you did you busy. Yabaka Sinyam boy, China, Yabasashia, Maranatha Television. There is more in Christ.